Well, this will no doubt be a very Merry Christmas for our own GMK and GDK co-anchor Doug High, who as a commander and public affairs officer with the U.S. Navy Reserve was deployed last April for Afghanistan.
Now, he came home to Lexington just over a week ago, and I sat down with him at his home to talk about his experience, the importance of family, and the critical role reservists play in keeping America safe abroad.
The search for two people wanted after the
This is how we're used to seeing ABC 36's Doug High. Not like this, but this is how he spent the last 7 months, under fire almost daily in Kabul, Afghanistan. Surviving that city's largest bomb explosion ever, May 31st, when a truck bomb headed for his base was stopped by Afghan forces a half-mile from its intended target.
We also took some shells, some rocket-propelled grenades that were meant for the Secretary of Defense's aircraft. It was parked, he was visiting, and they were shooting at the plane, missed it every time, but hit my base. So we sheltered in place for hours during that, and that was definitely an eye-opener for me. You know, I'm a reservist, and I have not been in a situation like that before. The journalist in me took out my cell phone and I recorded some of the time we spent sheltering in place. You hear the explosions going off, and
we're going to be talking about this for a long time.
It's pretty dramatic to go back and look at that now. And, you know, we weren't sure what was happening, but we knew we were under fire. We could hear the shrapnel hitting the sides of the walls of our compound, and it was intense. Yeah.
From the intensity of war to the loving arms of family on his return to Lexington.
Just seeing him, I can't even, I tear up thinking about it right now, because it was just an amazing thing to not only for me to see him again, but also for our kids to see him, you know, and to see how they ran to him, and, you know, just they missed him so much, and I'm just so grateful, like I said, to have him back safe and sound.
And my wife was a rock star military wife through this. And that if you don't have that kind of support at home, there's no way you can focus on your job over there. So she deserves all of the credit.
But balancing the emotional with the day-to-day, it's definitely a challenge, but, you know, like I said, I'm glad to do it. I mean, he's serving our country, and it's the least I can do to help serve our country, too, by serving him.
Of course, you will recognize Lisa as co-host of Midday Kentucky here on ABC 36. And she serves as a reminder to never forget the sacrifices of military families. And Doug also stressed the importance of supporting reservists who are serving in the same roles as regular military overseas, keeping America safe. And he encouraged reaching out on social media, sending a simple thank you letter or a care package. He says when they received that in Afghanistan, it was like receiving gold. And finally, Doug is scheduled to return to Good Morning Kentucky and Good Day Kentucky on Monday, January 29th. That, by the way, will be homecoming number 2.